A week off on the Triple Crown Trail, we'll take a look at some possible future fields for the Fountain of Youth, latest workouts, and probable fields up next on the Future Book. Snow and cold weather. The Southwest Stakes has been moved to February 27th, which that means only a couple weeks later we'll run the Rebel Stakes on March 13th. February 27th also going to be the Devona Dale for 3-year-old fillies and also the Fountain of Youth Stakes. Let's get you lined up as we have a week off here on the Derby Trail. Find out what some of the possible fields are, where the horses' next races are, and an overall feel for the top contenders. Starting with the Southwest Stakes, it looks like we're still going to keep that potentially small field intact, but what it lacks in size is going to have some good quality. Keep me in mind, Jackie's Warrior and Essential Quality are all pointing for the Southwest Stakes. Now the interesting thing here I think is going to be Jackie's Warrior. A lot of the shine off the Rose after the defeat in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, but that really was a fast pace, and he ran back-to-back big efforts, especially in that Champagne Stakes. And their possibility, you know, he was going to probably regress a little bit, and off the layoff he gets an extra couple of weeks to work out and really build up a foundation. I think Jackie's Warrior is probably being a little under-respected in the pools, possibly because of the McLean's Music breeding. But it'll be interesting to see how that race shapes out. Essential Quality, he's going to go 2 preps, either the Fairgrounds, probably off the table now, so most likely the Bluegrass after this race, win or lose. Backup plan will be the Arkansas Derby because Brad Cox has got Caddo River, who's pointed for the Rebel Stakes, and then he is going to come back in the Arkansas Derby. Meanwhile, Mandaloon, most likely for Brad Cox, stays in Louisiana for the Louisiana Derby. Aftermath of the Risen Star Stakes, we may get a third rematch between Proxy, Mandaloon, and Midnight Bourbon in that Louisiana Derby. Other races next week, we've got the big decision is going to be Prevalence. Does he go in an allowance race on Thursday, or does he wait and go right into the Grade 2 waters on Saturday in that Fountain of Youth? Surprising announcement, Greatest Honor is going to point for the Fountain of Youth along with Drain the Clock. It'll be interesting to see if Prime Factor goes in that race, and then the decision of Prevalence. I have a feeling they may opt for the allowance race, but we'll see how that shakes out. Then on March 6th, it's a big day. We've got the Gotham Stakes. We've also got the San Felipe. Life is Good for Bob Baffert, going to be reappearing there after that big victory in the Sham Stakes. He's 2 for 2, 7-1 favorite in Kentucky Derby Future Wager number 3. Life is Good. His last 3 workouts, really some strong stamina workouts. He's got on the muscle. And in the smaller field, he's just going to be tough to corral in there, especially with his early speed that can get him a chance to separate early on in the race. Others pointing for that San Felipe possibility of Get Her Number, and the great one, the big 14-length winner trained by Doug O'Neill in that last race. Now, Rombauer, after his win, he's probably going to point for the Santa Anita Derby, but they're also considering maybe the Arkansas Derby as well, or the Fairgrounds race, the Louisiana Derby. Pretty much open to everything. And then, of course, we got the Tampa Bay Derby, and that could be a chance where we see Known Agenda come back, maybe the Prime Factor if he doesn't want to go into the Fountain of Youth. And also, it looks like Candyman Rocket going to point for the Tampa Bay Derby with Hidden Stash and a few of those other horses from the Sam F. Davis. So the trail the next 3 weeks, we've got a break this week, and then the fillies start to dive in. The Devona Dale, going to be a possibility of the return of Day Out of the Office, maybe Vequist in that race, and some nice maiden winners at the Gulfstream meet will be pointed for that Devona Dale as well. Then we've got the Honeybee at Oaklawn Park, and then out west we've got the Santa Anita Oaks and some other big races coming up. So it's going to start to heat up pretty fast here in the next 2-3 weeks. And you know, the top contenders right now, I think a lot of people kind of have that first tier as Essential Quality Life is Good. I think those are pretty much in everybody's top 2. Greatest Honor kind of raced his way into that after the big victory last time out. Now he's going to run in the Risen Star. Kentucky Derby Future Wager Pool number 4 is going to be the week of the Gotham and also the San Felipe Stakes and the Tampa Bay Derby. So that's going to be betting into that. By that time, we're going to have the winner of, the Fountain of Youth. Then we're going to have also the Southwest Stakes winner. And then we just had the Risen Star. So you're going to have 5, 6 horses. So the horses that wait until that Rebel Stakes and after that might be the plays in Kentucky Derby Future Wager number 4. So interesting. A lot of the horses hit their workouts. No really hidden workouts. Looks like highly motivated for Chad Brown, still pointing for the Gotham. Again, the big decision is really going to be prevalence, and then also who kind of takes a step back and points for that Sunland race as a key race on the trail. So it'll be interesting to see how everything shakes out in the next few weeks. Of course, Life is Good continues to get a lot of the chatter along with Essential Quality, and we'll finally see Jackie's Warrior Essential Quality and Keep Me in Mind in that Southwest Stakes. That's a look at the future book for this week. Remember, D. Wayne Lucas always says, people have opinions, horses have the facts.